John Knowles was born in 1926 in Fairmont, West Virginia. He left home at 15 to attend Phillips Exeter Academy, an exclusive boarding school located in New Hampshire. After graduating from Exeter in 1945, he spent 8 months as an Air Force cadet before enrolling at Yale University, from which he earned a bachelor's degree in 1949. Over the next 7 years, Knowles earned his living as a journalist and freelance writer, traveling in Europe and publishing a number of short stories. He befriended the noted playwright Thornton Wilder, a fellow Yale alumnus, who encouraged him in his vocation as a writer. In 1957, Knowles landed a job as an associate editor at Holiday magazine. 2 years later, he published his first novel, A Separate Peace, to overwhelmingly favorable reviews. The commercial success of the book allowed him to devote himself to writing full-time. Since 1960, he has published 8 other novels, including Peace Breaks Out, the companion volume to A Separate Peace, and a number of stories. None, however, has garnered the acclaim or audience that A Separate Peace has enjoyed and continues to enjoy today. Knowles has served as a writer-in-residence at Princeton University and at the University of North Carolina, and he continues to lecture widely. The plot and setting of A Separate Peace were largely inspired by Knowles's experiences at Exeter. Like Jean Forrester, one of the novel's 2 principal characters, Knowles was a student from the South studying in New Hampshire during World War II, although he graduated a year too late to serve overseas during the war. Like his characters, Knowles also attended 2 summer sessions in 1943 and 1944, and even participated in a club whose members had to jump out of a tall tree into a river as an initiation stunt, a club much like the Super Suicide Society of the summer session, founded by Gene and his friend Finney in A Separate Peace. He has told interviewers that he modeled the character of Finney after another member of this club named David Hackett, who later served under Robert F. Kennedy in the Department of Justice. Yet while Knowles bases many of the book's circumstances on his own experiences at Exeter, he has always emphatically noted that the book's larger themes have no factual basis, that his own high school years were not plagued by the issues of envy, violence, and alienation that pervade the novel. He has written that he thoroughly enjoyed his time at the school, and adds that he sought to convey his love and appreciation for it in A Separate Peace. Indeed, his treatment of Devon in the novel would seem to bear these statements out. Despite its dark tone and perhaps pessimistic view of the human condition, the novel offers an ultimately positive and even nostalgic perspective of boarding school life. Unlike other, more recent accounts of exclusive boarding school culture, which have tended to portray the educational system itself as an oppressive force in such films as Dead Poets Society and Scent of a Woman, Knowles chooses to locate his characters' difficulties not in the strict boarding school system but within their own hearts,